because all of our goats are on tethers, they have to be moved around every day, and it's a bit of a puzzle to figure out where to put them so that they don't eat something like our bananas or our maracuja or our garden or trees that we like, but also that they get fed, they're safe, and stubborn sometimes. So I've been handing off this task to Eli, who's been doing a really good job making sure that everybody is well taken care of every day, and he loves the opportunity to have some responsibility with them. On this particular day, it was time to move our little goat fence again, which involves taking down, is a lot of work. It involves taking down all of our haphazard don't escape sticks and taking down all of the stakes, moving the fencing, untying the questionable wads of old string, and then moving the whole thing. Now, we do things a little bit differently than some people with milk animals. I do not separate does from kids at night, but I do that during the day. So all the kids hang out in their playpen basically during the day, and then at night they go back with their mamas, and everybody seems to do really well with that. It's just a good system for us. Since our goats are on tethers, this allows everybody to be safe and well fed and happy. Now, ideally, and in the past, we've had a much larger area for the babies to bounce around and play in. But unfortunately, you work with what you have, and we just have scraps of fence, literal 6-foot sections that I have to tie together. It's the only fencing we have left, and it's not tall enough so they do escape. It's not ideal, but we're making it work. It is a bit more work than we would like to be putting in, but we do what we have to do, and it's pretty fun to have little goats, so they are definitely worth it. I think every child and adult should learn to tie good knots. We are still working on them. I'm no better than the kid is, possibly worse sometimes. But get yourself a good book on knot tying or a good YouTube tutorial for just simple knots. And it comes in handy pretty much all the time. Of course, it's a lot easier when you're not working with tiny little scraps of string. But we like to do things on the hard level around here. Small goat fence, 3.0, 4.0, goes around our wood teepee, which will give them some shade and a good bit of greens to eat. Should last them for a couple days. Sweet little goat in the whole world. Yeah. This is the biggest, healthiest toy. Let's put him down. Let's put him in down here. Okay. Oh! You're already trying to get out.
Or you could have Mr. Cuts Off Head film it.
Say good morning.
Good morning.
Alright, what are we talking about?
Fourth room window.
Window.
So I have to back up. I'm trying to do the tiny little retaining wall over here. To do the retaining wall, I have to put a little bit of cement around the post so earth doesn't touch the posts. To do that cement, I have to put little forms around the posts. To put a form around the post basically ties in with the tooth, which is the bottom of this wall. To do the tooth for this wall, I have to know the posts that go up so I can set them in the tooth when I do it. To set the posts, I have to know if they go to the ceiling or if they go to the window. Is the window split, or is there center post, or is there not, or is it a whole length? So I have to be over here to figure out back there. Okay, so it's a full length window. I can do that uninterrupted.
Unless it needs to be interrupted.
It doesn't need to. It's a giant arsing window screen.
Not really. It's skinny.
It's this wide.
Well, that's why I said it might need to be broken up or it might be saggy.
Yeah, so I can make the window screen frame, and then I can put a couple like little supports just in the frame. but I could make it one big piece.
So what is, our paper said 63, but I don't know. I think that was up. Or is that up or across?
Yeah. So.
No, which one was it? All right. Well, what is 63 up?
Well, I can go 63 up, or if I go straight to the rafter with my window frame that fits in, which would be nice. I have a maximum screen of 36, which gets me to here.
But we didn't want it that wide. Or that, yeah, that wide, that tall.
So I can't have it any more than this coming down if I measure from the top. And this is the tall side.
Is that the mark you just made?
Yeah, that's my maximum scratchy.
Well, there's a mark right here.
Yeah.
Which we may have made earlier. Oh no.
There's some scratches on the post.
I know, but we did them on purpose at one point. Now I don't know which ones. So what's 63 up?
Here. Which is that old
that
scratch.
line. So that must be something we did. I like just the one across, and it's flat on the bottom, and then matches the rafter on the top.
Yep. Okay. I'll build it. The center of my world.
Got that on camera.
Microphone's off.
Yeah, no, it's not. I turned it on. That was a good shot. All right. My lovely bathroom shower wall.
Yeah, what the heck are you doing here?
Oh, I think it's great. But I am also noticing that it is wobbly.
Yeah.
Which we sort of thought it would be okay. Do you still think it's going to be okay?
So
because this seems kind of wobbly.
So basically, you're down to the wobbly of just this post.
Mm-hmm. Well, I mean, this wobbly of this post too. This post wobbles.
Yes, they both wobble.
This one probably wobbles. Well, not really, no.
I mean, we could have made them 5 inches thick.
That's.
We could have.
Lest you think that we agree on everything, we definitely do not. Not at all. That's kind of the beauty and the difficulty of building a house the way that we are, is that while we have a basic plan, we don't really have a blueprint. We don't know exactly what we're doing. And as we build, we come up with, different ideas. We have to come up with solutions for issues we didn't even know we were going to have. And that does not always go smoothly. We do not always agree on how to do something. Eventually we figure it out and we make it work. But just for the sake of transparency, this is literally us arguing about how to best stabilize our shower wall. It works out in the end. We'll figure it out. I think we're going to go with the shelves. But not everything goes smooth, and we have to kind of pivot and design as we go.
Who doesn't love a side quest? All right. Spare panel. Which is really 30-some volt panel, but this one is actually configured to put out 25 volts, which is great because I have a dead battery. Our little up mountain booster pump, it just wasn't working. I haven't stayed on top of it. We checked it. We must have been using a lot for the past couple months. 8 volts. That's bad. I'm usually better about that. Okay. Fine, it needs charge. That's probably the problem. Everything else is fine. So I had this panel kicking around. I had something I wanted to test. Let me show you. Okay, we'll try this again. So what I have is the up mountain battery. That's that guy right there, which is also the spare for the van. This little local cheapo, no-name Chinesium charge controller. It's calling the battery at 12.3 volts. Okay. What does the fluke say? The fluke's not really wrong. I've tested the fluke against multiple meters and known sources. Yeah, it might be 1/100th of a volt off, but not 0.3. Yeah, it's just not great quality. Unfortunately, 0.3 volts on a 12-volt battery is like 40-some% of the charge capacity. on a lead acid. So that's concerning. Now I had a little ammeter here that I had hooked up, but that was just getting confusing on wiring, so I took it out. Anyway, side quest. Yeah, I just wanted to test the little thing out. Maybe I can fudge the internal charging point to get it to get to the right point if I offset everything by 0.3. Yeah, let's try that. There we go. Threw the ammeter in just for fun. Reading almost 6 amps. 13.5 volts on the battery. Really closer to 13. Yeah. Chinesium. Well, I'll offset the charge points. I'll see if I can get it to sort of be right.
New fence worked for a grand total of like a few hours.
When he was born, we looked at him and said, he's going to be a problem. He's going to be trouble. Is he trouble?
He's trouble.
Is he cute trouble?
Yeah.
Whee! Alright. And I just stand here holding a little chicken.
Here's my chicken. Here's my chicken. Hi. Here's my chicken.
Chicken is taking a liking to Mama. We allow it.
Oh. They're pretty happy.
They're pretty happy. Alright. And now for a fence check. The fence gets stuff on it, things. An electric fence in this kind of area is a constant bit of care and work. Alright, so come through here and get the little sticks off and the wires popped out in places. Then we got our ant friends. Here we go. Hello. Bubs found army ants. Okay. Yeah, there's sticks. Just, there we go. Big things, little things. Little things. Wobbles.
Razorvine.
Oh, razorvine. It's big!
I don't know what's wrong with this fence. It's all saggy.
Oh, yeah.
Little fence? I don't know.
Yeah.
Watch, because I'm sure the army ants come out down here somewhere.
Alright. Let me come over and look. And there's Wilby. He's deceptively tall. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, more than 3 feet. He might be 40 inches tall. Yeah. Guess. Hi, Wilbs. Where's your big pig? We get way up here. Far above everything. Big water. This is where the mid-mountain booster pump pays dividends. Use that, I think I figured it's close to 8 gallons. There's another one for those two up their hill. 16 gallons. That's a lot of hauling. The hose doesn't quite reach the pigs, but I can spray them from here, which they do enjoy.
How's your window?
Windowy. Not a fast bus.
Good things usually aren't. Alright. Child, what are you doing?
I'm taking compost to the garden.
We use him like a donkey.
No, don't. Okay.
Woo! Tasty compost.
I'm gonna cut this now.
Depends on who you are.
I guess so.
If you're a plant or a worm, I guess it's pretty tasty.
It's not tasty to me. But it will be tasty if the plants will like it.
Yep. Alright, you want to show me your sweet potato bed you did?
Mm-hmm. What do you always talk about?
What have you done?
I made a sweet potato bed, I think yesterday.
Yep.
First I took out the last like 2 rotten steaks. I got some fence out of the way, and I went with the wheelbarrow and got a ton of compost. Made like a 3-inch layer of compost on the top. And I took 3 steaks and pounded them in. Got the screen and wrapped it and stringed it. And now it's a sweet potato bed. Now we can plant all the sweet potatoes and have tons of them to eat.
Or, you know, at least a few.
Hopefully
Okay.
more than 20.
Maybe. You want to go wattle party?
Yeah.
Wattle party.
Can you see me?
I cannot see you. You've disappeared. I have no idea where you are. Come on, wattle party boy.
I'm not a lot of party.
Toby, come on. You're such a pain, dog.
Hopefully at the end of this you'll be able to see me. they're not spiky.
Toby, come here.
Sorry if that's not easy.
The wattle party is a crucial part of the house build. Also known as leaf beavers.
Toby, don't go down there. No.
Oh God. Toby, come here!
Stay up there, Toby.
Toby, come here! Oh, you good boy.
Stay up there. I gotta go, Toby.
Are you good boy? Ah! Toby, come here! Toby, come here! He likes the wattle party too. Toby, come here! Toby, give me the stick. Give me the stick. Go. Well, you brought me a different stick. That works too. No, he didn't. He got lost.
He's a sniffer dog.
This stuff isn't great, dude.
Oh,
Yeah, it's not super great for wattle.
okay.
It dries all funny and like warpy.
Now we want that.
It's not ideal. And with that, another day is done. We'll have green pork stew for dinner and call it good. Now, this was not a perfect day. We did not get most of the things on the list done, but some days are like that, and you have to roll with the punches that come with homestead and animals and family and everything else in life. But you know what? We'll have a good dinner, we'll go to bed, and we'll start the next day over.